Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Yep. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we learned about events, um, event related some basic points and various synthetic events in React. I given one example on mouse events. Mouse events already we have like on mouse over and all. So other events you already learned in JavaScript. So I will give only one or two example on that. Out, mouse down, mouse up, and we have like on mouse move, like this. These are the events. So yesterday we learned about one event. So we saw how to use the mouse over example. So in this example, we designed a simple interaction on mouse over. So this is example for mouse over. So let's see another option. Generally, how we can handle another example we will see on some mouse move like action. How to handle that move action. Let's say here we are having yep, a simple component I will add, that is mouse demo, and say mouse demo.jsx, and we have export function mouse demo, and this is the okay. So here we have move mouse pointer to test. It's the option. Let's keep this in the startup. So this is mouse demo. Okay. It is compiling that, right? Let's say. Okay. In this example, I will copy some image into the folder. So we have some images. So this is images, some image. Let's say some flag. Okay. I will copy this into our public folder, public images folder. I'm having a simple file flag. So let's add that here in the mouse demo. Okay. So we will keep a simple div in that paragraph. Below that, we are having a image. This image is having src. This is in images flag.gif. Okay. I have this image here. So in the CSS, we will remove this one. Okay. Now in this image, width and height, some 50. So this is a small image we are having. The width and height is 50. This div height we will give as some 1000 pixel. That means now the image is somewhere bottom. Image is somewhere bottom in the screen. So whenever we open the page, we cannot see it because somewhere bottom it is kept. So I want to capture the mouse pointer position. Currently where the mouse pointer is, we have to capture that. And this mouse pointer may be moving. It will be moving horizontal, vertical. So in any direction it may be moving. I need to capture its position. How to capture the position? We can use client X and a client Y. When to capture that position? On mouse move, we have to capture the position. So where mouse moving? When mouse is moving inside this area, inside the area, we have to capture. So, and what we have to do is capture the position of mouse and apply this to the image below. There is an image below. To that image we have to apply. So first, according to your CSS knowledge, tell me how to remove this image from its place. So to remove image or any element from its place, we have to use position. Position is what? Absolute. Absolute is related to content. If you want related to window, then position we have to use fix. You know the differences in CSS. Absolute is relative to content and fixed is relative to window. We have to set the positions. Okay. Now, after that, we have to get the position of mouse and apply this to image. So what we will do now here is we will declare a constant style object and set style object is equal to use state. You learned style binding. In style binding, we can apply styles dynamically. So we will create one style object. This object have position position is currently unknown, and it will have top is also not known, left is also not known. These are all empty. This position I will apply to image. So that means image will use style coming from where? Style object. That is how we are defining. Now, when user is moving the mouse on this parent div, that means we will write an event on mouse move. While moving the mouse, handle mouse move, that is the function. So we will write here function. So we will write a function handle mouse move, and how to get the event related details by using event argument. Here set style object. Style object have three values. What are those three values? Just roughly I will give here. What are those three values? Position. Position I will make it as fixed. Position fixed means it is removed from its place and it is kept with regard to the window. Next, top position. That means image top position depends on y-axis position of mouse. How to get y-axis position of mouse? E dot client y and plus px. Px is a pixel. Because client y, client x will return only number. But in CSS, we need unit. Unit like pixels or percent or anything. Okay, next what? Left. Left position should be what? E dot client x. Client x plus pixels. That means what we are doing is we are getting the client mouse y-axis position and mouse x-axis position, and we are applying that to this image, and it will be keep on updating the x and y-axis position while mouse is moving, because you return the event on mouse move. On mouse move, whenever mouse moves, this function will work and it will update the x and y position. So that means what happens now? So when I move the mouse, the image will move along with the mouse. That means we are removing the image position from its place and we are keeping along with the mouse pointer. That's the small logic we are using. So get the position of mouse pointer while moving the mouse and apply that to image. So image will be moving along. Anything you can keep text, image, any element you can make it move along with the pointer. So this is a simple example of mouse and style binding together. We are applying some dynamic style and configuring that, right? This example I will copy. This is the example of mouse move. These are all mouse related actions. However, you already know mouse down, mouse up. Mouse down means what? When user hold down the mouse button. Mouse up means what? Release the button. These are all general JavaScript events. These all you will learn in JavaScript. These all events examples. Same we implement here. Just what we are doing, we are redesigning the same example with React way of interactions. So same concepts. So these are all general mouse events. Next, in the events category, so we are having another mouse related. We have another keyboard events. We have keyboard events. What are the keyboard events you learned? on key up. So on key down, we have like on key press. These are all the keyboard events. So recently in React, on key press, it is obsolete. Obsolete. Obsolete means it is no longer in use, but still it will work. But they recommend alternative ways to handle. They don't recommend to use key press. Right? So generally in our app development, lot of interactions we manage by using mouse and by using keyboard also. Keyboard events are nothing but, so what is key up, key down? For example, suppose we are typing something like, so we are typing something like John. Now, if I ask how many keys press, three keys press. So key press, that is what you learned in JavaScript. What is meaning of key press and key up? What is difference between key press, key up, key down? Key press is an event that fires up when you finish a key and type another. You finish a key and key in another key. Then the key is finished. Currently cursor is in N key. That means N is not finished. Currently it is in N. That means N is not finished. So when you press a space, that means N is finished. That means now how many keys are pressed? 4. So key press is an event that fires up when you finish a key and use another key. So if I ask how many keys up, how many keys up? 4. How many keys pressed? 3. 3 keys pressed, 4 keys up. Because cursor is still in that place. If you don't know this minimum difference, then your logic will misfire. You will think that it will verify, but it will not verify because you don't know the difference between key up and key press. So usually key press and key up are different. And in JavaScript, you learned. Tell me when to use key press and when to use key up. In JavaScript, when to use key up and when to use key press like events. I ask a difference between key up and key press. When to use key press and when to use key up. Don't know. When you are dealing with the characters that user is typing, then you use key up or key down. Key up, key down are used when you have to deal with the characters. When you are dealing with the code of characters, that means you know every character have a code, ASCII code. What are the ASCII codes? A. A ASCII code is how much? 65. If you are dealing with the code of characters, then you have to use key press. When you are dealing with characters, then you have to use key up, key down. When you are dealing with code of characters, then you have to use key press. Key up, key down are not good in handling the code of characters. They are good in handling the characters, not code of characters, because they cannot recognize the code. Why they cannot recognize the code? Character code is recognized only when key is finished. But key up, key down means key is not finished. Key is finished means what? Key press. So in JavaScript, when you use key up and when we use key press, we use key up, key down when we are dealing with the characters. We will use key press when you are dealing with the character code. If you don't know this basic point, then errors will come. For example, I will show you first here to make you understand the point of your JavaScript. Suppose you see here, I am having a text box. Input type is password, ID as txt password, and we have a paragraph. I am writing on key press. I am writing on key press, and verify is the function. Let's write a script. Function is verify. We will collect the password. Document get element by ID txt password dot what value. We will write a condition if password is matching with some John. And here we will access the paragraph document dot query selector paragraph. If it is matching paragraph inner HTML, we will say verified. Okay. Otherwise, paragraph inner HTML, we will say invalid password. We will write like that. So what is the password must be? Password must be John. Okay. So see now what I am doing. Currently, I am using which event? On key press. On key press. So I am typing my password. J. It is invalid password. O. Still it is invalid. H. It is invalid. N. Still invalid. Why it is still invalid? Because N is not finished. So key press means what? You have to finish that. But when I finish that, you see space I given, then it says verified. That is wrong. That's generally, in JavaScript, this is very basic thing, right? So that means what is key press? Key press is an event that fires up when you finish the key and key in another key. So then what is the correct option for this? Not key press. We have to use what? Key up. Key up is the correct one for this. Now I am typing here John, JOHN. Immediately it verifies. Otherwise, you have to wait until another key press. So that is the basic difference between key press and key up. And generally, your JavaScript will teach you this when to use key up, key press like options. So here, key up, key up, and key down are used to handle the characters. Key press is used to handle the character code. That's a general concept here. So when we need to use key press and when we need to use key up, key down is important. And key up, key down. Let's see one example here. Suppose one small example I will show. For example, in our React, I will add another event. Let's say component as key demo and key demo.jsx. Okay. Let's create here a function key demo and we will return a simple container. Here we will keep some verify password and so here we will have a text box input type as password. Okay, so below this we will keep a simple div. Okay, now what we want here is when user is typing the password, we need to show the strength of password. Is it strong password, weak password, poor password, like that strength? That is a general thing you see in websites. So I will use here key demo. Okay. So we want to verify the password and show the strength of the password. When user is typing the password, we want to show the password strength. So what I will do here, class container fluid. So here we have to verify the strength, and what is the condition is the condition I will put in a placeholder 4 to 15 characters with at least one uppercase. So that is the condition I am giving. So class as a form control. Okay. Better we keep this in a container and let's keep that as width 25. So this is the verify password screen. We have a condition like 4 to 15 characters with at least one uppercase letter. So when user is typing, I have to verify. For every character, I should verify. So is it between 4 to 15 and having one uppercase letter? So let's see how to verify. How do you verify this? First, we are creating here a simple constant and the constant have a message, set message. Use state, the message is empty. This message we will show here. I will show the message as empty here. And another constant error class, set error class. So we will use state and error class is also empty. There is no error class. We will apply that error class to this div. This div will have a class name coming from error class. Okay. Now what is the point? When user is typing password, we have a function. So verify password. This verify password function must be called when they are typing the password. And for every character I should verify. Then we have to use on key up. On key up. So we will point towards verify password. How to collect what they are typing? We have to collect by using E. Yeah. So we will write a condition. If E dot target dot value is matching with, it should match with regular expression. Regular expression, you know how to write. It should be written in 2 slash. You already learned in JavaScript how to write regular expression. So I am writing here question mark equal dot star a hyphen z. This indicates at least one uppercase letter slash w. This indicates alphabets, numbers, and underscore. And how much? 4 to 15 characters. That is the general pattern for writing. You already learned in JavaScript and HTML how to write meta characters, quantifiers, regular expressions, patterns. These general things you learn in HTML itself. HTML have a input pattern attribute. Through that you learn how to write the patterns. You know all these regular expressions. So now if it is matching, then we will set message as strong password, and we will set error class as text success. So otherwise, if it is not matching, then we will write another condition. If e dot target dot value dot length is less than 4, means it is not matching minimum requirement also, then we will set message as poor password, and we will set error class as text danger. Otherwise, that means it is greater than 4, but it is not matching the expression. Then we will we will keep the message as what? Weak password. And we will set error class as what? Text warning. That's how we are defined. Now here we want the user to enter the password. So here we are asking for password. Okay. And when user starts typing the password, it says poor password. Because minimum how many characters are required? 4. So minimum 4 characters, then it is weak password. Still it is a weak password because one uppercase letter is required. Anywhere one uppercase letter I will add, then it will be strong password. That means some expression have a problem. How much length we given? So somewhere expression problem is there. Regular expression, if it is matching with regular expression, strong password. Weak and poor password working fine. Acha, we are using equal symbol. Yes, it is a string function. String function should use what? Match. Match with what? Regular expression. Okay, right. Now, regular expression is verified by using match, right? We are using match string function. Now we will write here minimum. This is poor password and this is weak password, and one uppercase letter. Anywhere one uppercase letter, then it is going to say strong password. That is verifying and displaying. If I want to show the same in a graphical form, generally what websites will do? Websites will display some bar progress, like minimum, maximum, like progress. We can do like that. For example, you learned how to show in a bar. So we have to use another one. Suppose this we want to display through a graphical way. Let's copy this first. I will put this example. The example is like key demo. .jsx. Okay, now here we are using another technique. Instead of message, I want to show that in a graphical form. So we'll do one thing. To show in a graphical form, so we have another technique to handle. So what is the technique we need to handle to show in a graphical form? You can use your meter control. You learned a meter control na? In HTML, you learned a meter control. You can use the meter control. So you see, this is the meter control we are having there. This the meter control we have below. We will have a meter. And what is the nature of meter control? Meter usually have, so the meter, this is meter. You can set the meter, so class W25. That means the meter, so width is this, W100. It will set the meter width like this. Now this meter should show the progress. Already you know how to handle. You learned how to handle meter. What are the properties meter have? What are the properties meter is having? Min, max, value, low, and high. These are the values generally a HTML meter element is having. We have, what is the purpose of low and high? Low and high values in a meter of HTML, they are used to control the colors. You can change the color of the meter, right? Anyhow, if you want to show only value, let's see here now. This meter, minimum, maximum, we need to control. So how to write that? I'm not using a class now. I'm just using constant. Here I am using a simple two values I will give. One is what set. What is it? We will have like four values you need. Then we will do one thing. We will create one object. Grade. Okay. Set grade. This grade is a use state and it is an object. In this object, we have min. Min is initialized with 1. Max is initialized with 100. Value is initialized with 1. That is the default value of what? Grade. Now these we will apply. These we will apply to the meter. What is the meter min? Min comes from grade. Grade dot what? Min. Max comes from grade dot what? Max. And value come from grade dot what? Value. Grade dot value. So currently meter looks normal. That means you see set error class is not there. Set error we removed. We'll remove this. Okay, right. Now what we are doing is set grade now this time. So if it is strong password, what should be set grade? Set grade is an object with min as 1, max as 100, value also 100. That is the value you have to say when it is strong. If it is poor password, set grade. Set grade how much? Min is 1, max is 100, but value is 20. If it is weak password, we will set grade. Set grade, min is how much? 1, max is 100, and value I will keep it as some 70. That means now what happens is when you can put a message also. If you want, you can keep the message also here. So message is just MSG, right? We can put the message also there. When I am typing here, then you can see this is the poor password. And still it is a poor password. Now it is a weak password. Still it is a weak password because uppercase letter is not there. When uppercase letter is entered, then it becomes a strong password. That means we can show through the meters. Generally, that is a HTML meter element. We can use the meter element. And I hope you learned this meter element will automatically update and it will show there. I hope you learned we can control using Bootstrap progress bars also. Bootstrap progress bars are more attractive than these meters. Actually, here we use meters and progress bars in HTML, but more better than meter and progress bar, we have a progress bar of Bootstrap. We can use that Bootstrap progress bar also. But Bootstrap progress bar is not controlled with value. It is controlled with style. We have to apply the style. I will show one point here. We can show like this, or we can use another value. See, we can put colors also. We are using low 0 and high also 0, high 0. Now here we will get the values like low, it will come from grade dot low. High will come from grade dot what high. That means when it is strong, we will put here low as 0 and high as 0. When it is this one, we will put value 100 only, but low, poor password means low, I will give 40 and high, I will give as 60. So, or high, I will give as 80. Here, value is 100, then low is 60 and high is so high is 60, low is 60 and high is 80. Like this I am giving. You know, in HTML, low and high will change the colors of that. You can see now I am typing the password, then it will show poor password. Poor password should be red color. So better what we will do, 60, 80 we will keep here and 40, 80 we will keep here. You see now what happens when I am typing, then the poor password will be red. And minimum 4 characters, then it will be weak. And one uppercase letter, it will be strong. We can even change the colors of meter. We can change the value of meter or we can change the color of meter. That generally we do by using this. There is another point. In many apps, what they do is, this is another key demo dot what JS. In many apps, what they do is they don't use this meter, they use progress bar, which is more better. Because what is problem in HTML meter, you cannot have text inside. Text can be outside only. You cannot have text inside. You have a Bootstrap progress bar where you can keep text inside also. For example, I will show here. Let's see. I will change this now. I am not using meter anymore. Okay, remove this meter also. Okay, remove this grade meter also. We are removing the grade meter and delete this grade meter related option. Okay, now below I want to use a div. This div will have a class called progress. This progress will have a progress bar. That means this will have a class called progress bar. Progress bar. Actually, this progress belongs to Bootstrap. This belongs to Bootstrap. So you see here, I will give this class progress bar, and here this progress bar I will keep margin top for little bit. Yeah. Now when I am typing the password, here progress must be shown. Progress bars are more little better when compared to meter. In HTML you have meter. In Bootstrap you can have a progress bar. How you can control the progress bar? See, actually this progress class we will give. We will create a constant. So progress class, set progress class, okay, is equal to use state. Initially it will have only progress bar. The class is having only progress bar. Okay. Next, what we will do is we will put here progress bar and progress bar stripped. Stripped. Okay. Another one is progress bar animated. We have so many progress bar styles. We will apply these classes to the progress bar. That means here we will apply the class. What is the class we have to apply? Progress class. Okay. Now we need progress. We need another constant, that is progress value. Set progress value. Progress value. Actually, progress value is a style object which will have width. Width is initially empty. Now, what should happen is if progress strong, it is set progress value. If it is strong, set the progress value width. Width how much? 100%. We are giving width as 100%. Okay. If it is another one, what is it? Poor password. Set progress value. Set progress value width. How much? Width I will give as 20%. Poor password is 20%. If it is weak password, set progress value. Set progress value width how much? Some 70%. I'm giving like this. You know, Bootstrap progress bars are controlled by using width in percentage. Now see what happens here. When I start typing something here, then it should display that and show. This should be applied to progress bar. Na? That means the progress value must be applied to progress bar. Style. Style is coming from where? Progress value. Style is coming from the progress value. So you can see now. I am typing here. This time you will see this is poor. This time progress bar is animated. It is stripped. I am entering some minimum 4 characters. It is little different when compared to general meter. And we are adding some uppercase letter, then strong. What is the specialty about this progress bar is animated. You can change colors effects. You can even apply the text in between. Here, I can put MSG, message. I can put the message also. That means now you can see strong password. Now this is weak password. This is poor password. We can control by using that. We can even change colors. We can even change colors. For example, actually to change colors, better what we do, all these classes, set progress class. I will keep all these classes inbuilt. All those classes I will keep here itself. We will put a backtick. All the classes are here. To that we will add one more. Which one? Progress class. Now, what is the progress class we have? Set progress class. Set progress class. We will put the progress class as some BG success. If it is strong password, set progress class as what? BG danger. And for this set progress class, what it is? BG warning. Like this, we are applying. Now you can see here, I am typing the password, then it will show poor password. It is weak password, and one uppercase letter, it is strong password. We can change the colors, we can change the text, we can change the appearance. That is different ways. Every website is not same. Every application is not same. Sometimes they show different types of icons. Sometimes they show the message in a proper way. Like suppose if you haven't entered 4 characters, then they will show a message, password must have minimum 4. You entered 4 characters, but you are missing uppercase letter, then they will show another message saying that uppercase letter is missing. So you can change the messages accordingly, right? So this is basic of keys, how you handle different concepts using key. This is another example of which one? Key demo.jsx. Now you have seen how to handle characters. We can handle the character code. How to handle the character codes? So you already have string functions, char code at, right? So in JavaScript, those examples are very common. So I will upload one JavaScript events example. If you have learnt already JavaScript, everybody knows them. If not, you haven't practiced much examples on events, then I will upload a JavaScript events example. You'd see it. In that, so many examples are there. You can replicate those examples in your React, right? So these are this is just one example I given related to what? Related to keyboard events. We have mouse events, another one keyboard. Next important in the events we are having. So we have another event, that is clipboard events. Clipboard events. Clipboard events. Generally, clipboard events we have on cut, on copy, on paste. This comes under the category of clipboard events. Cut, copy, paste. These all belong to clipboard. Generally, what is the meaning of cut and copy? How you define cut? Cut will remove the selection and puts it on clipboard. Clipboard is the temporary memory of your OS, operating system. Anything you cut or copy, it will go into clipboard. You can see the clipboard also. Means you cannot see the content of clipboard, but you can manage clipboard. In your computer, you have clipboard. You can go to the clipboard settings. You can control the clipboard settings. Clipboard is the memory where anything is copied. When you cut or copy anything from any software in your computer, it comes here. It comes to the clipboard. Do you know in the latest operating systems, clipboard allows sharing across device also. That means you copy on mobile, you can paste on PC. You can copy on PC and paste on mobile. They provide cross also, means across devices. You see, this is clipboard. Clipboard, these are clipboard settings. You see, share across device. If you enable this service on your PC, whatever you copy on your PC, you can send it on mobile also, you can paste. That means you copy on your PC, Now open your mobile. In your mobile, you will have a paste option. You can paste that. That's all facilities are available. Generally, this is just to make you understand what is clipboard. When you cut, when you copy, when you paste, everything goes on to clipboard. Do you know one popular question asked in interviews is how to disable paste, how to disable cut copy? Because you have seen lot of websites like banking, money transactions. They will ask you enter account number. You will enter account number. After that, they will ask you verify account number. Then what you will do generally, you copy the account number and try to paste. It will not paste. It will not paste. You have to type. How to design a text box which will not allow paste. That is general JavaScript clipboard events. Through JavaScript clipboard events only we do that. So in JavaScript, you learn these also clipboard events, cut, copy, and paste. But here we need to do one extra work. I will show you here. Suppose here itself we can control. Yeah. I will do one thing. In this example itself, see, suppose I am giving another text box. Yeah. Here I am giving another heading. Okay. And let's say, so confirm password. And here we are giving input type is equal to some password. Input type is password. And class this also form control. Actually, we have verify password, confirm password. Generally, what happens now, I can copy this. I can copy that. So that means this is allowing, yeah. And you can paste it here. Anything you can copy and paste. But I should not allow pasting. Right? I should not allow pasting. Then how do you control? Currently, any element will allow to paste. For example, let's take a new for your easy understanding sake. Clipboard demo. Okay. We have a clipboard demo JSX. So export, so function, some clipboard demo. And return a simple container. So data list, data term, suppose account number. And data definition input type is what? Text. And here I keep verify number, verify account. So another text box is defined here, input type as what? Text. Now the key point is this clipboard demo. We have clipboard demo. Okay. Now these text boxes should not allow to paste. So I will put here class container I am giving. Okay. Heading, say bank account. Okay. So now in this account number, sub account number they type. After that, they will copy and they will paste. It is allowing. It should not allow. We should not allow paste. Then how do we control that? Generally, to control that, actual point is you in JavaScript, what you learned, how to disable any event. In JavaScript, you will use return false. If any event return false, then that event will not allow to perform the functionality. That's general JavaScript. In JavaScript, what we do? In JavaScript, we will write on what? On paste. On paste. What we have to do? We have to write a function. What this function will return? So this will return what? False. So that means it is going to return some false. If that is general in JavaScript, it returns false. That means what happens now when it returns false? So you can paste here and you are trying to paste here, it will not work. But currently you are not using JavaScript, you are using virtual DOM. In JavaScript, that's enough. In JavaScript, if you write that, it will work. But you are using currently virtual DOM. You have to disable from actual DOM. Then what you have to do? Handle paste. So we will write a function here. So what is the function? Function is what? Handle paste. What this function have to do? It should access the document. It should access the document on paste. On paste, it should use a callback function. This function should return what? False. That's how we need to control. That means now what happens here? What happens here is, so you refresh, you entered some account number. After that, you copy that account number. You click here and try to paste that number. It's not working. It's not allowing to paste. It's not working. Any shortcut I am trying, it's not working. It will not allow to paste. Generally in JavaScript, what we do? Directly we write return false. But here we need to control through a document object. So that is what you have to manage by using this clipboard. On cut, on copy, on paste. Generally, copy also what people do. For example, we have a constant. Constant as MSG, set MSG is equal to use state. Use state is an empty message. We will write a function. Function is handle copy and set message. Set message is copied to clipboard. Clipboard. Like this we are giving. And this here we give what it is on copy. On copy, handle copy. And in the data definition, we will put that message. This is just to confirm that whether it is copied or not. You entered some account number. After entering the account number you selected, you used some shortcut control C or something. How do we confirm whether copied or not? Now, when I say control C, that message will come. Right? That means we are just showing the status whether it is copied or not. And when I click and try to paste, it's not working because we disabled paste. That is general approach how we manage. Same logic is used for disabling right click also. You know, in many apps, they will ask how to disable right click. Right click should not work. Tell me how to disable right click. Right click means on context menu. In JavaScript, on context menu is used for right click. You can disable right click by disabling on context menu. But these are initially clipboard events. This is an example. What is it? Clipboard. Clipboard demo.jsx. This is example for clipboard event. Let me copy that. This is one example. How to manage the actions of clipboard. We have mouse events, keyboard events, another one clipboard events. Now we have others, like we have button events, we have timer events, we have touch events, we have element state events like that. Element state events, we have few. These we will see in next session. In tomorrow's session, we will finish this. In tomorrow's session, we will discuss button events example, timer, touch, and element state. These all are JavaScript events only. We are just learning how React manages them in a simple way. One example I am showing. Nobody, no website, no YouTube, nobody in React will teach you events. I'm just giving an overview, because anywhere you will not find anybody showing you mouse over in React, mouse down in React. That's a silly thing, because these all people learn in JavaScript. They have to just use it as it is here, right? That's the logic they have to implement here, right? So here I'm just giving additionally one example to make you understand how to handle them. Okay, then in tomorrow's session we will finish all these events, right? With example we will see that. Okay, right.